What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead channel. So as you see right here, we have another brand new DURAMAX. If you guys remember, we are working on this one right here, and this one took a pretty hard hit too. Definitely not as bad as that one, but it is quite extensive, and we're going to go over it. This thing is pretty much brand new, super nice truck. It's got the Allison transmission. We're going to go over it, check it out, and we'll show you the damage and what we have to do to fix it. So as you can see, this front end is intact right here. This is the Chevy front end, and I gotta say the GMC front end looks way better than this one. Although this is a really sharp looking truck, I definitely favor that one. Anyways, we're gonna go around to the side. As you can see, super nice truck. It got a nasty hit right here, so definitely gonna have to replace this right here, and it's definitely gonna have to go in the frame machine. We're gonna have to pull all this out, but I'm not too worried about that right now, because what I want to do is get this rear bed off and get it onto a stand, and I'll just work on the stand for now and get this thing replaced. And then once we get this cab corner, we'll throw it onto the frame machine, get it all pulled out, get it nice. And I'm super excited to use our new spot welder on this thing. I can't wait. It's gonna make this bedside cakewalk getting it done, just busting it out super quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and get this bed off, start grinding all the spot welds, get the side off of it, get it ready for the new one, and the new one should show up tomorrow and we can go to town on it. So let's go ahead and get it tore off. Check it out, guys. So it is done. It's nice and welded. Look at this. It literally looks OEM. When you look down it, everything looks exactly like it did from the factory. We got all of these right here and through here. It's crazy because this job would usually take 4 to 5 hours with grinding everything, bondoing it and priming it, and we did this in 1 hour and 30 minutes. It cuts the work time down insanely. It's going to make stuff a lot quicker. As you can see, this thing's already taped up, ready for paint. And you look all through here, and we have all the spot welds. Same with all of this right here. Everything is nice and spot welded. I went ahead and put self-etching primer since it is bare metal. Victor went ahead and sanded it all down, and now it is ready for paint. As you can see, super happy with these results. This is going to get painted and look OEM, and we're also going to do the same over there. So let's go head over to the truck and see what we got to do. All right, so we got the truck here, and we need to replace this cap corner. As you can see, I'm probably going to do it to about right here where it's nice and flush. Also, I want to do it above this. I don't want to weld anywhere near this right here because I don't want it to constantly be closing against welded and bondoed surface. So we're going to place it to about right here. I think that'll be perfect. And all this right here will get spot welded super nicely, and it's literally going to look OEM. I'm super excited. It's going to be my first time doing actual sheet metal with the spot welder, and we can finally be able to mimic this factory job right here. As you can see, dang, this thing's got a lot of spot weld. So MIG welding this would take a super long time, and it just wouldn't be as pretty, and it'd be pretty difficult to get it all real nice and clean and make it look decent, especially since you have to bondo all of it. And this being such a small surface, it's very easy to grind up into here, and when you bondo, you'll just see little bumps and waves. So I'm super excited to try out this spot welder on here. As you can see, this thing crunched in right here. So what I want to do is I want to put the new door on, and we're gonna yank it from right here, pull this whole cap corner out. I want to get this all flush, fix this gap and everything. That way, once the old panel is as close as possible to how it was originally, once we get this new panel on, we won't have to worry about anything behind there being pushed in still because it's all pulled out. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing over onto the frame rack. Andre's doing a job there, but as soon as he's done, I'm going to get it over there. We'll get this door swapped out with the brand new one, and we'll go ahead and start working on it. As you can see right here, this needs to come out. We got to remove all of this stuff, pull the carpet back, because funny enough, I actually did a Chevy cap corner, and I may or may not have blew an airbag welding on it. So never going to do that again. That was stupid. So we'll go ahead and mimic this seam sealer. I'm so excited to show you guys. We're literally going to make this look exactly as it was from the factory, and it's going to look incredible. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so it ain't pretty, but I went ahead and pulled it out, and as you can see, we have a really nice gap all through there. This part isn't really smashed in, so I'm not too worried about pulling that out. I just wanted to get this main area so we could line all this up. That way, everything behind there and this whole structure we know for sure is good. Same with that. So we're gonna get it back to my area, start drilling it out, and get the new one welded in. All right, before we get started tearing into this, I'm gonna remove the seat, all this stuff, and make sure everything is protected. That way we don't burn anything. We'll also remove that right there because we will need to go from underneath. So we're gonna go ahead and start in the interior, get this interior ripped out, and then once we get that all done, we can move out here, get that off, start grinding this out and cut it where we want it, start fitting it. Once all our gaps are good, we'll go ahead and fire up the good old spot welder and get that thing looking OEM. So let's get started and tear out this interior. All right, so we got it all done. Check it out. It's beautiful, guys. Very low skim coat. Everything looks really nice. It feels really good. Now we're gonna put a finishing coat on it, sand it down, get all this primed, and then it'll be ready for Victor to go ahead and spray in. So super happy with how everything turned out, and honestly I couldn't do it any better. Check that out. It's gonna all look OEM once we prime it, and I really love that we have this spot welder because it's just gonna make these jobs turn out a lot easier and turn out a lot better. As far as weld time, the weld time is super quick as opposed to the MIG, and you don't have to grind it all down. We also went ahead and panel bonded in here just like it was from the factory, and also all through here we panel bonded it as well. So as you can see right here, we're gonna finish this out. Once we prime it, we'll throw some nice seam sealer right there, just like it is from the factory, as you can see, and it'll hide everything super nicely, and everything is gonna look exactly like it did from the factory. I can't wait to show you how we replicate this seam right here. It's literally gonna look exactly like that side, and I'm just super excited to get it done. So let's go ahead and throw some finishing putty on it, sand it out, and get it primed. All right, guys, check it out. It is done. Everything looks beautiful all through here. You can't even tell. Once it's all sanded real nicely, it'll literally look perfect. Super happy with these results. Check this out. We got the seam sealer on the back. It's laid out exactly like the factories, and the spot welds on there. All this bodywork looks good. You see there's the line there and everything. So super happy with these results. Now Victor can go ahead and paint it. I'm gonna go ahead and tear this door down right here, because this is going to be a blend panel. And once we get this door tore down, this entire side will be ready for paint. He's currently painting the bedside, so we'll show that to you when it's done. So let's go ahead and get this ready, and then we'll go check out the bedside and see how it turned out. Check it out, guys. This thing is ready to go. We got this door tore down for the blend. And as you can see, I tore off everything. That way we get clear on every edge and everything will be painted really nicely. A lot of people tape this stuff off and then there's a huge line and over time it just chips off. We don't want that. We want the job to be done right. And we do this on every single car we do. Even if it's an old rink-a-dink, we still like to do that. And as you can see here as well. So this thing is ready for Victor. He just finished the bedside. We're gonna go check that out and then we'll get this thing over to him. Check it out, guys. Bedside is painted. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Everything looks awesome. As you can see, spot welded all up through here too. Everything just looks awesome. As close to OEM as you'll get. I'm really happy how it all turned out. Look, we even got the spot welds in there. And I'm just super excited to get this thing all built. So all that's left to do now is to reassemble it. Obviously, he does have to paint the truck, but that'll be the next episode. So stay tuned. We'll get this thing all back together. Check it out. We even got the spot welds up here. And it's just absolutely perfect. So that's super exciting that we can finally get this thing done. I can't wait to see the cab corner painted. As you saw, we did that all and it looks OEM too. And I'm just excited to have it all back together. And next person who works on this truck will probably never even be able to tell that it was worked on before. And that's just awesome to have those kind of results. So I'm super happy about that. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying all this content I'm putting out for you. Stay tuned. We have a lot more cool stuff. This truck right here is ready for paint. Check that out. I went ahead and fully welded in the support, went ahead and painted it. So next episode, we'll be working on this and getting it all built and into the paint booth. That way this thing can get an OEM. That way this thing can get a fresh paint job as well. And we're also working on this Tesla here. So if you would like to see all this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, stick around, hit the bell so you don't miss out. You can also follow us on Instagram at motorhead.co. I post a lot of that before the videos drop. Thanks for all the love and support, and thank you for watching the videos, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.